11 years old. I'm the founder of 10xphotokids.com. And if you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with as many people as you can. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, kindly do it so that you don't miss any of my videos. So without any delay, let's get started. And today, this is gonna be a very fun video. Today I'm holding a workshop and there are lots of participants and I'm gonna teach them basics of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So without any delay, let's get started. Dab! So all the participants have not joined till now, so we are waiting for everybody to join. There are 10 participants and now maybe 20 more to go. It's 4 o'clock. I said everybody to join at 4 o'clock, but still they have not joined till now. So let's wait another 5 minutes. Hello everybody. We are gonna wait for another 5 minutes because everybody has not joined till now. So I hope you can wait for some time. Tea.
Kilometer.
Start कैसे करूँ मैं?
Hello, Masi.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Raghav. फिर ताईचा ने ज्वाइन कर लिया कहाँ है? दिख नहीं है। We would just start in another 2 minutes. उधर आके मोबाइल पे सही में जानो कहाँ है समझा नहीं पाऊंगा फोन के साथ चले जाओ नहीं पहले लीव कर देना बाद में नहीं करनी बस मैं कैसे वो करूँगी कोई बात नहीं ना Okay, so now we are starting. Welcome to the workshop, everybody. Today we are gonna learn about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So, first, I would start with showing my apps. So, I'll just share my screen right now. Uh, so, I just want to ask, has everybody signed in REPL? Please raise your hand. Can I know who were not able to join into REPL.it? I can help them. Um, uh, Whoever was able to join can unraise their hand, stop their raise hand, and whoever was not able to sign up, can they please raise their hand? Okay, so Advik is writing that he was not able to join. So, so okay, Advik, can you please unmute? Hello, Advik.
Oh my god. मैं वीडियो ऑफ करती हूँ.
Advik, can you please unmute? Okay, so we would get back to you in some time because I think there's some technical issue at your end. Anybody else who was not able to join in sign up in REPL.it?
Yes, I was not.
Okay, so what error was coming, Advik? What error did you face?
Network issue.
Okay, so can you try to sign up once again?
Can I sign later?
Okay. When we would be just try to sign up, because when we would be coding, you must be wanting to code with me side by side so that you could also learn.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with the workshop. Yeah, so let's start with the workshop, and I would start with showing you my apps. So basically you could also create these types of apps when if you have like when you would learn JavaScript and all perfectly. So when you would learn them perfectly, like, and you like continuously do them, and like you don't stop in between, then you would be also able to create these apps very easily. So my first app I'm gonna show, so this mystery box app. So here I have the item. It would be added to your cart. Okay, and then when you go to your cart, you would see that item, and then you could check out and order this item. Like I check out, and then it says to Paytm on this number, and when you Paytm, then you have to enter your details, and else you would not be able to place your order. So like here I add my details, Saion, my name is Saion Gupta, and like address, I'll just like type in my address, and then I'm writing my email. So kids @gmail.com. So I'm writing my email and then my phone number. So like 987 so I've written my phone number, and when I've entered all the details, it gives us an option to place the order. When we place the order, it says thanks, your order is placed successfully and will be proceeded after payment confirmation. So when there is a payment confirmation, it would be placed basically. Okay, so this was the first app. The second app I want to show you is my tic-tac-toe app. So what is in this is like you can play with the computer. Like most of the times you don't have a friend to play with, and you want to, like, you have some free time and you want to spend that time on something. You could spend that time playing tic-tac-toe, and like if you don't have a friend, you could play with the computer. So here I have made a tic-tac-toe in which you could play with the computer. So like when I move anywhere, so like over here, the computer also move. I move here, the computer blocks it. So it is fully functional like a real human. So if you don't have a real human to play with, it is like the computer is a clone of a real human who could play with you. So I have also coded this also using just HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this is the power of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The final app I want to show you is Hello Maps. So it is our very own maps app like Google Maps. So what's in this is it's like fully like Google Maps. Google our app also has the same functionality as Google Maps. Like over here, it is showing us the current location where we are located. Okay, then when you could search like any place. If you want to search for Australia, for example, you could search Australia, and then it would take you to Australia. So now it would show Australia like over here. Then we have a different views. You could use satellite view. So this is the satellite view. This is the street view then. So the street view. Then we have the dark view, and then we have the light view. So the light view. Okay, so it's just loading. Then we have these buttons over here through which you could zoom in, zoom out. Like I want to zoom in, so I just press this, zoom out. I just have these buttons to do this stuff. And then I have a compass through which you could rotate the map. So I could rotate the map. And the final thing is that over here I have a choose a starting I have a directions thing. So like you could give a starting place, so from where you want to go to some place. Okay, so from where you want to go to some place. For example, I want to go to like I want to start from New Delhi Shantiniketan. That is my place. So I want to start from there. So I'll just add it. So I have New Delhi. New Delhi. So I want to start from here, my place, and for example, I want to go to the airport. So I would give Indira Gandhi Airport. international airport. So what this would do, this would show us all the directions from where to where. So like it is showing us all the directions from here to Indira Gandhi airport. So like it, you see it is showing us all the directions, and then over here it is showing the directions, it over here it is showing the route like this. And you could select the mode of transport. So like I am driving, so I can select this mode of transport. So it has down different directions. It also shows the time and how many miles there is. Okay, so it is showing starting place and ending place, and through this, so like this is like just like Google Maps. So if you keep on learning JavaScript, HTML and CSS, you would also be able to build this. Okay, so now uh, uh, I want to I want to tell you the difference between block coding and text coding. So basically, in block coding, what do you have to do? You all must be very familiar with block coding, because these days, like block coding, children do block coding, right? So you must be familiar with block coding. But what is the difference between block coding and text coding? Block coding is basically you just have to drag the blocks into a place, and then it would make you the app. So you would get the app. But text coding is not so easy. You would have to remember what code you have to write. Okay, you have to remember that. Then you have to remember how should you write stuff, and then like there's endless stuff, and you have to remember all of that. And what's more, block how is text coding more useful than block coding? If you are creating a very big app like Google Maps, so here I have a Google Maps, and you are creating this sort of app, you can't create this with block coding, because there are very limited blocks. There are very limited blocks, so that, so like you can't create this type of app with just block coding. You need to use some type of web technology like HTML, CSS or JavaScript. So like through which you could create this type of Google Maps app. And like in text coding, there is endless of stuff. So like you can't learn everything in text coding. Nobody can learn everything in text coding. So there's endless stuff in text coding, and you could create very good apps using text coding. Okay, so this was the difference between text coding and block coding. And this computer over here, this also has like we only able to we are able to understand like English or Hindi, right? We are able to understand that only. We can't understand like Chinese language or anything, because we don't know that. Computer is the same. It also does not know, it also doesn't know like what is English, what is Hindi. It only knows what is the computer language like JavaScript, HTML or CSS. Okay, so now um, uh, I'm just stop sharing my screen, and we would now understand the basics of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. But before that, I would request everybody to just leave this meeting and rejoin this, because only 5 minutes are left in this meeting and this would get over. So everybody, can you please just leave this and then rejoin this? So I'll just leave this meeting and then I'll rejoin. Leave meeting and okay, so I'll just join, start this meeting again. Just connecting. So there were about 15 participants. Let's let them everybody come. Okay, so we would continue now. So first, everybody, just in your repl.it, you would see a. Oh, sorry, I forgot to share screen. So everybody, I hope you all have signed in. So whoever has signed in, over here there's a plus sign in your REPL. So just press that first. Then it would say you to select a language. Select this HTML, CSS and JS one. Okay, and just name the REPL test REPL. Okay, just name it test REPL. Then when you have done all this,
Repeat.
yeah, first over here select a language. The language you want to select is HTML, CSS and JS.
Saion,
Yes.
Saion, please go slow because it's hard to follow you. That's why.
Okay. So over here, it would give us an option to search for a language. Just type in HTML, comma CSS, comma JS, and then it would give you an option over here. Just select that. So the language is selected. Then just over here, it would say name the REPL, name your REPL. So give it the name of test REPL. Okay. Then when you do the steps, just press create REPL, and then the REPL would be created. Has everybody created the REPL?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so now I would continue. So in HTML, over here you must be seeing some code. This is called code. So you just don't have to touch this. Okay, it is default code and you need not understand this right now. What you have to do on the 9th line over here, on the 9th line, go over here and press enter. Okay, so you would come to a new line. Now what we are gonna learn is headings in HTML. So there are headings H1 to H6. Okay, so H stand for headings and H1 is the most important. Yeah.
Repeat.
Yeah, so there are headings in HTML. So there is one H1 to H6 tags. So what are tags? Tags are these tags over here. Like they start with this sign, then you give the name of the tag, then you close the tag like this, and then you just have to repeat the same thing, but with this over here, with this sign. Okay. So now have you understood what are tags? Okay, so now what we have to do, there are some heading tags. Okay, there are heading tags. So what there are 6 headings: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. Okay, H stand for heading. Okay, so using these tags you can define headings. H1 is the most important heading and H6 is the least important heading. Okay, so like just press this run over here, run button. So you would see nothing is coming on your screen right now. because we haven't written any code. Okay. So should I continue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what we would do is now we would create a tag. What we would need to create a tag, you all know, we just have to give this sign. So to bring this sign, press the shift key and then you would see on your keyboard that sign. So press that and this sign would come. Just waiting for a minute. Has everybody done it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now,
I'm not getting it, Saion bhai.
what are you not getting?
Like, I'm pressing the shift and that sign, so it's not coming.
You are on a mobile now, so you just have to like there's directly an option on mobile.
No, I'm listening on mobile and doing it on laptop.
Oh, so press the shift key and then this sign. Try it once again.
Let me do it. Yeah, now I get it.
Okay.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can you repeat it again? There was a connective issue.
Okay. So like there are 6 heading tags. H1 till H6. So H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Okay. H stands for heading. So H means heading. Okay. So you all know that the title of the document is the most important heading, right? Yeah. So to define the title of the document, you know that H1 is also the most important heading because I mentioned it. H1 to H6. H1 is the most important heading and H6 is the least important, right? So H1, to define the title of the document, what we need to do is give the H1 tag because it is the most important heading in our in our web page, right? So then I have written H1 over here. So please write H1.
Saion,
Yeah.
can you just tell me from the beginning? Actually, I just logged in. I didn't have my computer before.
Uh, um, like we have gone through a lot of stuff. I would just should I tell what is the difference between text coding and block coding, or should I just start with the code?
Like, actually, I just logged in, so I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, so the before stuff was not so important. I just told you that using these web technologies, you could just like um, build lots of apps. Like I have created like Google Maps, or you could say tic-tac-toe with the computer and these types of apps. So I just introduced that and then I told the difference between block coding and text coding. That in block coding you just need to drag the blocks and then you would get the app and it is very limited. But text coding there's unlimited stuff and the best coder in the world also does not know everything about any language. So like they also have some doubts every time. Okay, so and I said that using text coding you could create very good apps like Google Maps and all, like playing tic-tac-toe with the computer and all. But with block coding you can't because there's very limited they are very limited blocks. So I just told about that. And now I'm telling about the heading tags. So as everybody knows that the title of the document is the most important thing in the document. So we there are, and I also told that there are 6 tags H1 to H6. H1 is used to define the most important heading. So like the most important heading is the title only. So in H1 we give the title. So like first I said them to bring this sign that I just wrote, and then I'm saying them to write H1. Okay, so I hope everybody has done that. Okay, then what we have to do? Okay, so then what we have to do? You have to press shift, and then you have to press this sign that I'm highlighting over here. Okay, so shift and this sign that I'm highlighting. Just press shift and this sign that I'm highlighting, so it would come. Okay, so has everybody done this? Okay, so now what we have to do, as we name this document a test REPL, what we are gonna write in the heading is test REPL. So this is our test REPL, so our heading is test REPL. So I have just written whatever I want to show in the heading as the heading. Okay, and okay, I'll just wait for a second. So has everybody done?
Yes. 1 minute.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Sanbhai, I name my REPL as test, so I'll give it test only.
Okay, you can.
Sanbhai, can we do like if we have named our REPL test REPL and we are giving other heading or title?
Yeah, you could do that, but you should always write the name of whatever document you have given. The name you have given to the document in the heading.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I hope everybody has done, and let's continue now. So now what you have to do, you have started the tag using this, right? You have started the tag using this. Then you have written the text that you want to show in the tag. Now, as you have started the tag, you need to close the tag also. So what you need to do, you just have to press shift and this symbol that I am highlighting. Shift and then this symbol that you added before. Okay, so should I continue?
Yes.
Okay, so I hope everybody has done it. Then give this sign. So over here, just find it in your keyboard, this sign. Okay, and then just write H1 and then just press shift and this sign that I am highlighting.
When I had run this code, I got test as my heading.
Okay, so when you have written this statement over here, just press run. So you see that over here the heading has come.
It didn't.
Why didn't Have you closed it properly and done everything correctly?
Okay.
Okay, so this was a basic heading, and then you could just change this h1 to h2, h3, h4, h5, h6 till that, and like it different types of heading would come. So you could play around with it. So like if I do this h3, a smaller font heading would come, and it would be less important. It is not a title, but it would be less important heading. So if I run this now, it is in a smaller font, and it is, after seeing this, we feel that it is quite less important. Okay, but titles are always important, so you should always give your document's title in h1. Okay, so has everybody understood this basic html?
Yes.
Has everybody?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so now
Yes.
we are moving on to css. What is css? CSS is basically used to style these headings and just to style this HTML. Okay, so like this is black. What if you wanted this color to be red? What if you wanted it to be red? You could do that with CSS. Okay, so whatever you want red. For example, I want this H1 red, right? Because this is my heading and I want this to be red. This H1 to be red. So what I would do,
Saion,
yeah,
can you tell the full form of CSS?
cascading style sheets. The full form of CSS is cascading style sheets.
Okay.
Okay, so now,
Sayan bhai,
yeah,
Taija just sent me a message and asked me that how do I log in? So can you tell her?
uh, okay, so just press that. So has she made an account?
Taija, please tell, have you made your account? No.
No, so she has to sign up. She has to create a new account. So like she has to just have to like uh, I'll just I can't show you because I have signed up in this, but like there's a sign up button, and when you press that, um, it would ask for your details. Just enter your details, your whatever it asks, and the password, and then it would check that you are not a bot. So what it would say that it would give you an image containing something, and it would ask you that select all the images that have that image, whatever inside is there, whatever there is inside that image. Okay, this is kind of a puzzle, so you just have to complete it, and then you would be able to access your account.
Okay.
Okay, so now like we wanted to style this h1 over here. Okay, so we wanted to style this heading. How can we do this? Just give the tag name that you want to style. So like I want to style the h1, so just give that in the style.css file over here. Press this style.css file button and then give h1.
Can we give it any color?
Yeah, you could make it any color, but you have to follow these steps to make it any color. So has everybody written this over here?
Yes.
Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to press shift and then this sign, this curly brace. I'll just remove this. Just press shift and this curly braces sign. This is called a curly brace. Press that. And what you will get is this. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Then press the left arrow key to go inside this. The left arrow key. Has everybody did it?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't understand. Can you repeat? Yeah, I also didn't understand. Which key?
The left arrow. The left arrow. Left arrow. So, like this symbol button, this symbol. So, like, you must have some key like. No. This type of key you must have. This type of key, yeah. But it. The left arrow key. Left arrow. I'll just show you. So, left arrow key. Yeah, so you see, like on your laptop, there must be a left arrow like this. Okay, so you have pressed that.
Yes, certainly.
So it goes inside it. Then press the enter key. Enter. So this is to enter in this H1. So I'll just show you the enter key. Image. So has everybody, I'll just show you this enter key over here. Enter key. Okay. So has everybody done it? Okay.
Yes.
So now, as this name suggests, you want to change the color of this, right? Right? You want to change the color. So just write color over here. Just write color over here.
Excuse me, when I press the left arrow key, it changed everything.
What did it change? Just press the left arrow key. So you must be knowing the left arrow, right? Through which you could move to the left. You don't press that one. Don't press this key. This that you used over here. Don't press this. Don't press this. Don't. Just press the left arrow that is pointing to the left. So I'll just show you. I have just.
Sir, can you go to that page for 1 minute?
Okay. Here it is. It is the HTML page.
When I press the left arrow key, my brackets come. Both the brackets come to the second one.
Can you just share your screen once? If it's possible.
So can you go to the index page for a minute?
Yeah. So I'll just send an image of the left arrow key. So I'll just forward this.
Sir, in my one it is not showing that black test repel. In your what was showing?
What have you written?
Test repel.
But with this H1 thing,
Yes.
can you share the screen once?
Yes, I can.
And whoever was asking about the left arrow, did you understand it? Hello?
Sir, it is showing that only the host can do it.
Okay, I'll just enable it.
Now it's showing. Now it's showing. Can I show you in the camera?
What?
I'm Taisha. After choosing the language, then what do I have to do?
After choosing the language, you just have to name your REPL.
Okay, but it's not giving me the option.
There must be an input field beside it only.
Okay.
Yeah, so Advik, can you show me what you were showing?
Yes, I can. Now it's showing, sir.
Okay, that's good. You could switch your camera back. So, the left arrow key, who was asking about the left arrow key? Now, did he or she get it? Did you understand about the left arrow key, everybody?
When I press the left arrow key, my both the brackets come to the second one.
Can you show it to me? Can you share your screen?
No, sir, it is saying that the only host can do it.
Okay, I'll just change it. I'll just stop my share once. And then I'll allow participants to share. Advanced sharing options. All participants.
After we press the left arrow key, do we need to press enter?
Yeah.
When I press enter, both my brackets come to the second one.
Can you show me? I have allowed share screen. So, yeah, then press enter. Oh, you press the left arrow key double times. Press backspace. Then press the right arrow key. And then press enter. Yeah, now it's fine.
Thank you.
Welcome. I'll just share my screen. Now, once again.
So now you can share your screen.
Yeah. So now when you have this type of situation, you want to change the color of this text, right? So you just need to give like the color. You just write color. Okay. This is again running out of time. Okay, let's quickly understand CSS and then please join once again. Okay, so when you have written color, press shift and this colon sign. Oh. Yeah, so this sign, press shift and then this sign over here.
So I've done. Now it's showing some colors, names.
Yeah. So has everybody done?
Yes.
Okay. Then press the space bar.
Okay.
And then you would have a list of colors. Whatever color of the text you want, just write that color. So for example, I wanted red. So I'm just writing red. Okay, and then I have to add this. So you see this sign, just press this sign on your keyboard and it would come. Now when I run my REPL, this text color is red.
So now it's cyan. Aqua.
You must have selected aqua, not red.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So whatever color you select,
It didn't come. The color didn't come on my text.
what did you write?
Pink.
Pink. It should come. Really? Just try to run once again. Just run the REPL once again. Just press this run button once again.
Fine.
Sunday, I got the color.
And sir, I also got the color.
Okay. So like everybody has got the color. So now we would move on. So now what we would do, we are gonna do JavaScript now. So JavaScript, what is JavaScript? JavaScript is basically the logic you write. The logic.
Sir, it is also in Minecraft, right?
I don't know about Minecraft. So in JavaScript it is just logic. Yeah, in Minecraft also there is logic, but there are different languages also that the computer understands and you could use those also. So I don't know what Minecraft has used, so I can't say that it has used JavaScript. So
Sir, that's just a game.
yeah. So in JavaScript, like you want to write logic. So first of all, we would learn something that is called allot. Okay, so just type in allot over here.
Excuse me, Saion.
Yeah.
Can you tell the difference between Java and JavaScript?
Yeah, so Java and JavaScript are very different. Java basically is JavaScript is an object-oriented language. I don't know much about Java, but I know that JavaScript was named on Java because Java was a very popular language at its time when it was first introduced. It was very popular. So the person who built JavaScript, that is Brendan Eich, he decided to keep his language's name JavaScript because Java was very popular at that time. That's why.
Okay.
So I don't know much about Java. Okay, so now let's continue over here. Just has everybody written allot?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
After signing in, what shall I do?
I have taught you HTML and CSS right now. So if you have listened to that, you could just write that, or you could start with the script.js file over here. Okay. So when you write allot, just press shift and then the 9 just press shift and this symbol over here that I have highlighted. Just press shift and that symbol. Okay, so
So done.
has everybody done? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now what you have to do? Press this single quotes. This is called single quotes. Press this. Press this single quote thing. It is beside the enter key, left side of the enter key.
Sir, which button is it?
It is beside the enter key.
Found it, sir.
Okay. So now just write whatever you want to alert. So write whatever you want to write. So I have just written some gibberish over here. So write whatever you want to, and then after you have written this, just press run. So what you would see is this. You would see a pop-up coming in front of you saying whatever you wrote in that alert statement with the OK button, and when you press OK, it disappears. Try it out yourself.
Sir, can you read?
Yeah, so have you written this thing, alert and all?
Yes.
Okay, so when you press run, this pop-up type of thing that is coming on my screen, can you see it?
No.
Yeah, so basically you can't see pop-ups. So you press run yourself. Press run yourself.
I wrote hello world in the alert and I got hello world as alert and got the OK button.
Okay.
Yes.
So like I write hello world. So what would come is that a alert would come. So a pop-up type would come. Okay, it would have written in that there's hello world written in that, and then there's a OK button. When you press that OK button, it would vanish. So what this is basically used for, this is used for showing stuff to the user. Okay, so this is used for showing stuff to the user. But now you must be thinking, why can't I show stuff using the H? Yeah.
The remaining time is only 1 minute.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Okay, so let's everybody leave and join once again for the last time. Let's leave. Join once again. Leave the meeting. And then start this.
Myra.
So just everybody is joining and then I would continue. There are 7 more to join. Anybody does not have any problem if the meeting is extended by a little bit of time more, because I want to explain almost everything. Like the basics.
No, sir. Fine. It's fine, sir.
Okay. So 8 people have only joined, so let's wait for a minute. So I think 8 people would only join. So let's continue again. So I'm sharing my screen now. Test triple share, and it is share. So when I press run, you have seen this, that a pop-up would come. In that hello world is written, like whatever text you write, that is written, and when you press OK, it would disappear. Okay, so has everybody understood all of this? Anybody has any questions? You are free to ask. Anybody?
No question.
No, it's not.
No questions.
Okay, so let's continue. So just remove this alert statement for now. Just remove it, because we just wanted to see it for now. You can just remove it. And now we would understand the concept named variables. Variables. So has everybody removed?
Can you please repeat? My internet is not too good.
Yeah, so just remove that alert statement, and now we are gonna understand a concept named variables.
And then what are we doing?
We are doing nothing. I'm just saying to remove that alert statement, and now we would understand the concept of variables. So has everybody done it? And should I continue?
Excuse me, sir. Anywhere, do we have to do it on a laptop or what? Because itself my meeting ends, so I try to log in and again.
In which device?
Can you repeat?
No, somebody else said something. Somebody else asked something. So in whichever device you were doing before, you can continue in that only.
Okay, so I'm doing in my iPad. So
Yeah, you could continue in your iPad only.
yes, I'm doing with my iPad.
Yeah, okay. So now.
But how do I have to do it? I mean, I don't really understand that what we're doing. I think I'm a bit too young for this.
Yeah, maybe. But you could still you could see what is happening and understand. Maybe you get something.
Just a second, let me bring my chair.
Yeah. So wait for a second.
One second, Sunday. I'm leaving and join again.
Okay. I will just continue in a minute, because everybody is doing something or the other.
Yes, now you can start.
So everybody is ready now for the next concept.
So So wait a second, something has happened.
Okay.
Yeah, so now.
Everybody.
So continue. I just want to say that we have to just do the thing which you're seeing on some other device, or we just have to watch.
If you think you are too young for this, you could just watch. Because right now, if you think you are too young for this, you could just watch. Okay, so let's continue. So now we are gonna understand the concept of variables. So what basically are variables? You must have seen a jar, okay? And then in a jar we add jam, right? We add anything, jam or anything, okay? So variables are basically like containers. So they are like jars. Jars are also containers, and variables are also like containers. In variables, you can save values, and whenever you want that value, you could just access that variable. So, did you understand what I said? Or should I repeat?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, basically, variables are containers. So, now, how do you make a variable? You need to make a variable using the var keyword. You just write var, okay, then add a space. So, has everybody done it?
Yes.
Can you repeat? I couldn't hear.
Yeah. So variables are basically containers. So like they're like a jar. Like in jar you add a jam. Okay. So like in variables also you save values. And whenever you want to use that value, you could just bring it using the variable. It is just like a jar. When you want jam, you just take out the jar and take out the jam from it. So variables are just like that. So to create a variable, what you have to do, you have to write var, 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 and then add a space. Okay. So now you could you like you give your pets a name. Like you have a pet dog and you give it a name. Similarly, you need to give the variable a name. So whatever name you want, you could give to the variable. So like I want this variable's name to be like number. So I could give this the name of number. Whatever name you want of the variable, you could keep that. Okay?
Sanvi, can we like save our variables name like numbers like 1, 2, 3 like that? Or
Yeah.
it will get an error.
Yeah, I would come to that point, but first follow this.
And yes, sir, in the Xcoder Kids, there was written enroll now, but when I was doing that, it was showing again the Xcode Kids one site.
Yeah, I would just explain that after we have done the workshop.
Saion bhai,
Yeah.
when I wrote the variable, like for example Advika, it's showing it's like blue.
Yeah, where but have you given a space in between?
Yeah, now when I try to give a caps lock, it's showing green.
Can you share your screen? I'll just stop. Yeah, now you could share your screen.
There's no option. It's showing host disabled participants screen share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you could share.
So it's like coming green, but here is coming black.
Yeah, so don't. It's okay if it is coming in green. But don't give it in caps. You should not give your variables in caps lock. Just uh, give the first letter in small, like small a. Yeah, now
Okay.
it's fine. Okay, so now I'll share my screen.
Yes, sir.
So now variable number. So in this, to set a value, you would have to give a space, then a equals to sign, and then another space.
What are you saying? I can't hear you clearly.
Yeah, I'm saying when you have given the name of your variable, just add a space, then the equals to sign, and then another space.
Done, sir.
Okay, and then you could have two types of values in this. One is a number, you just directly give a number, and one is this quotes thingy. So just have to press this quotes. You remember we gave these in allot, and then in that you could give value. Okay, so you could give two types of values. You should decide.
So what are these, please?
Excuse me, can you repeat?
Yeah, so there are two types of values in this. One can be a number, so any number, and one value you could give like you remember we gave these are called quotes, but we gave these in allot, right? You remember? So you could give any value in quotes like we gave in allot. So I'll just type in any value, and
And why there are two allots in one place?
so you have added two allots.
No, sir. Now it's fixed.
uh,
Saion bhai, I just underlined that thing that you just wrote in red to tell you that what is that written?
That's nothing. I just gave a gibberish value. You could give a proper value.
You mean we can put any name, not just names, but something which we call a thing?
No, we could add numbers.
There is something on the screen.
Yeah, there's a red thing. I'll just do this security and okay. So now that red thing has gone. So you understand, everybody? There can be two types of value.
Yes.
One, it can be a number, or it could be a string. So these code thingies are called strings. So it could be a string like any value I'm giving in this Saion. Okay. So can you tell me what value have you kept? Any of you? What value have you kept?
I gave the values I asked me.
With quotes or without quotes?
With codes.
Yeah. So,
Sir, I have written artwork with codes. Right?
yeah.
Excuse me, Saion bhai, you mean, can we give any name or it's necessary to give our name also?
You could give any name.
Okay, so I think
And the number after is equals to, right?
I've
Yeah, you
set
have to.
my value to 506 without the codes.
Okay. So that is a number value. Most of the people have done it string value.
Is it okay if we don't add? Is it okay if we don't add the codes?
One second.
Right, that I'm doing this class for the first time, so I just want to say that my grandmother told me to do it, but she said that you teach us how to make things. I thought teachers to make things, not just do coding.
To make things, you need to do coding. Okay, so
So now what we have to do after we written all that?
one second, Bhavya was asking something.
Okay, sir. I was saying that can we write the value without the quotes?
If it is a number, then only. If it is some letters, then you have to give it in quotes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So now we have saved this value in this variable. Now what we can do, like if I want to allot the value of this number, for example, I don't know the value. Just interpret that I don't know the value of this variable and I want to show its value. I would show it using allot. So I would write an allot. And to show the variable value, you don't have to give quotes. You just have to give the variable name directly. So my variable name is number. So I'll just give it directly.
Excuse me, sir. I just wanted to see that why do we put the notes?
It is required so that the computer can understand it. We need to put in codes so that the computer can understand it. Okay, so now
But isn't computer a non-living thing? But
it can still understand these languages.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Excuse me.
yeah.
I wanted to ask that after you've given the value of the variable and you've given this sign with
Yeah.
a dot and a comma,
Yeah.
do we have to put that?
Yeah, I forgot to tell about that to you. After the quotes, you have to come out and give this sign. There is a sign over here beside the quotes key on your computer. Just press that and it would come. So this is to end a statement in JavaScript. This over here is for ending a statement in JavaScript.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that. Is there any other place that we need to put this sign?
No, after when
Excuse me, Saion. I just want to say that I don't know why I'm feeling a wee bit impatient. So, when will we make the thing?
after understanding one more concept, after this, there's one more concept, and then we would make a simple calculator.
What will we make?
A calculator, simple calculator app.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Bhavya, I was saying that you have to give this thing. This is called semicolon. After the statement is completed. So when the statement ends, you have to give this.
So I was asking, is there any other place that we need to put this sign, like in either in CSS
Yeah.
or HTML?
Yeah, in CSS you have to give this. It is very required. But in HTML you don't need this. In HTML you don't need this. Only in CSS and JavaScript you need this.
Okay.
Okay. So now if I want to allot the value of this number variable, I would just call allot, and then I don't have to give quotes. To allot the value of a variable, you don't have to give quotes. And then I'm allotting this. So if I run, Saion would be allotted. So Saion has been allotted because the variable's value was Saion, and when I've allotted the number variable, its value is being shown. Okay, so has everybody understood this? Any doubts? I would be glad to answer them.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay.
One down from here, one down from here.
Yeah, what doubt?
Just want to see if the simple calculator which will make what all will we use? I mean, will I really be able to make it? Because didn't I just observed what you did?
Uh, Yep, you would be able to make it if you like understand. If you don't understand, then also you would be able to make it, but that's no use because then you would in future you would not be able to make any other app. So it's of no use then.
Sayan bhai,
Yeah.
when I press on the run after doing all the, so like when I press on end, I have an option of enter. A pop-up box appears and it shows like this says my name is Anisha and okay. So do I have to press okay?
Yeah, then it would disappear.
But it comes every time I run.
Yeah,
I
because
also wanted to see if that I'm not really able to understand because mm, I'm not really able to understand because
you are quite
just
young, right? You're young, right?
yeah, I'm not able to understand.
It's okay. You are quite young for this right now. If you observe also,
Yeah, I'm just 7. Yeah, I'm just 7.
yeah, if you observe also, you would like be good to go. Yeah, so Advika, I was answering your question. uh, it comes again and again because we have given in the alert statement in our program, and the whole program runs when we press run, and in that program it found the alert statement also, so it alerted us number.
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can I ask? In the side, there's a box where it's writing test repl. Beneath it, there is something black. What is that?
Yeah, there, if there are any errors in your code, if the computer is not able to understand what you write, that means there's an error, and this black box shows you that error, that what exactly was that error. Okay, so now we have understood the concept of variables. Now what we need to do, we need to understand the concept of operators. So I just want to ask, who all know what are operators?
Sandbase, I asked me no.
Sorry, sir. I really am sorry to interrupt, but I have to leave because I have an online birthday party to attend.
Okay, it's okay. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So who all know about operators? Uh, does anybody know about operators? Anybody? Okay, so ask me. Tell me what are operators. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Tell me what are operators.
Yeah, so operators are like operators are which help us do addition, subtraction, like all the math sums. Like it, if we give the plus sign, so it's an operator. If we give the minus sign, so it's an operator.
Correct. Very well said. Uh, uh, you use operators to add two numbers. So for example, I'm just removing this variable. If you want to like add two numbers or multiply two numbers or divide two numbers or subtract two numbers, what you need to do is just give that number in this allot statement without the quotes. Without the quotes. This is very important. Without the quotes. Okay? Then just add the plus sign or whatever addition or subtraction.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Can you repeat?
Okay. So first of all, you need to give one number. Okay. Then what you need to give?
Did you erase everything? Did you?
No, I just erased that variable. Okay. So now first you need to give the number that you want to add, subtract, multiply or divide. So I want to add 5. I want then to do addition. I want to do addition. You could have done subtraction. You could have done multiplication. But multiplication is not that cross sign in this. Computers understand this star sign in multiplication. Okay? And in division, you don't give your normal division sign that you like a line, dot and dot. You don't give that division sign. You need to give this slash to divide. But right now I want to add. So I just give the plus sign and then whatever second number I want to add with 5. So like I want to do 5 plus 5. So first it would take out the result. JavaScript is very smart. It would take out the result of 5 plus 5, that is 10, and then it would allot that result. So it would show us 10 right now. So it is showing us 10. Okay, you could also have done this simple calculation using this. Everybody kindly please try these calculations. Like instead of using a calculator app, you could just do calculations in JavaScript only. So just try these.
Excuse me,
Not sure if I run it.
Yeah, first
Yeah, it showed it.
yeah, it showed it.
Sanjay,
Yeah.
and I asked me, and like if we give 5 plus minus or multiply and divide, so what will it do?
What do you mean?
Like if I give 5 plus minus 1, so it's getting 4. So like I thought it would get 5 plus 1, 6, and then it would minus 1.
You're doing 5. You're doing 5 plus minus 4.
1 plus minus 1. Yeah.
You're doing this.
Yes.
This
Like for
this is not called a proper calculation really, but I would just explain you what is happening. It is adding 5 with nothing and then it is subtracting it by 1 and 4 is coming. So don't confuse the users right now please, because it is quite confusing over here.
okay, I was just trying for fun.
Yeah. So you could do any type of calculation like plus, minus, and for multiplication, press shift and then 8. Shift and 8. And then the multiplication sign would come. And then for division, just give this sign. So like 5 divided by 1, it's 5. So 5 would come. Okay. 5 into 1, it's 5. 5 into 1, it's 5. So 5 would come. And then 5 minus 1 is 4. So 4 would be allotted. And then 5 plus 1 is 6. So 6 would be allotted. Okay. So has everybody understood the concept of this?
Yes.
Any doubts from anybody?
Yes. Did we make
What?
no sir the calculator in the workshop?
Yeah, we are gonna make the calculator. So, yeah, I'm just coming in a second, guys. Just a second. Okay, just a second. I'll just switch off my video. Stop share. I'm just coming in a second. Yeah, so I'm back. Calculator. It's the calculator time now, guys. It's the calculator time. And now, uh, for no disturbance of this Zoom thingy, we are just gonna just leave and rejoin. Okay, so we are just gonna leave and rejoin. Seven nine five 0693
1 second, Saion bhai, don't start right now because I'm connecting with my other device.
Hello, Saion.
Yes.
Can you please repeat what you have taught in last 5 minutes because my network was connection did not work out. That's why.
About operators.
After operators.
We have not done after operators anything. We are just gonna build a calculator now.
Okay.
Okay. So now, just a second. Just 2 minutes. Sayasmi is just joining. Okay, so the waiting time is over now. We are now gonna build a fully functional addition calculator.
addition calculator, we can only do addition in the calculator.
No, you could change it
I
also.
don't know, sir, but it was not letting me in. But now I am in.
Yeah. So it can be an addition calculator or a subtraction calculator or anything. So it could be you could just have to change one thing in your calculator, like just have to press backspace and just add an operator, and then it would become a subtraction calculator or an addition calculator or a division calculator.
Oh, so we are making a calculator which can add, subtract, and
It could do
divide
anything.
and multiply.
You just have to change one bit of code, just one bit of code, to make it a subtraction calculator or to make it a addition calculator or anything. But for now, for everybody, we are creating a addition calculator, but I would tell you how to change the calculator to make it a subtraction or a division or a multiplication calculator also. Okay, so let's continue. I'll just drink some water. I'll just share my screen. Share screen. So now, we are now, before this, just a very easy thing we are gonna learn. We are gonna learn about prompt. So what is in this? It is just like alert. It is literally just like alert. So if I do prompt, and whatever text, so we do the same thing like with alert, right? You all know we do the same thing with alert, right? Hello, anybody respond? So we do the same thing with alert, but we are just changing the text from alert to prompt over here. So now see the main difference. Try this on your computer because you would not be able to see this over here. Try this on your computer
It's
also.
asking us, it's giving us a text box and it's giving us something to type.
Correct. You would be able to type something with prompt in it. So like, if I run this now, it is giving us the text, and then it is giving us a text box in which we can add anything. We could write anything. Okay? And then we could press cancel or OK. Okay. So has everybody tried the prompt thing?
1 minute.
Okay, I'll just...
Sandra had just made a quick app. Like I said prompt hi, so I gave it hi, and then I gave it prompt how are you, so I gave it fine.
That's... okay. It's not an app, but... okay, it's okay. So now, has everybody tried it?
Yes. Do we need to write the same what you have written?
No, you could give any text. You could give any text over here. So you see, has everybody seen prompt?
What should we do? What should we type in the box pop-up we got?
You could write anything.
When I pressed run, it came a box that we can write anything.
Yeah, so you need, in a calculator, you need two numbers, right? You need two numbers in which you would add, subtract, multiply or divide, right?
Yes.
Okay, So everybody has tested, I think. And now, what we need to do, whenever we give something in the input box, it is being vanished. Okay, what we need to do, we need to save it somewhere. So how do we save it? Respond. How do we save a how do we save a value?
Control-C, Control-V.
No, in JavaScript, how do we save a value?
In the variable.
Yeah, correct. So we need to save the value of this in a variable. How do we do it? Just make this a variable.
We make a variable.
Yeah. So var, you know how to make a variable, and I'm giving this number1 is equals to prompt, and I would add over here, instead of grgt whatever this is, I'm giving enter a number so that the user can understand what is happening. So now when I run this, it is saying us enter a number, and it is giving us an input field. We could write any number in this, and then we could press OK or cancel. And whenever we press OK, the value that we give in the input field is being saved in the variable. Is that clear?
One minute. Yes.
Okay, I'm waiting for a minute.
When I pressed run, it was everything was.
What? What do you want to ask? You could ask from me.
We can continue.
Has everybody done this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So now what we need to do is, like, if we allot this value, you just do allot number1. So you would see that whatever we wrote in that input field would be allotted. Just try it. So when I write a number of anything and then I press OK, so that is only being allotted. So this shows that the correct value is being saved in a variable.
Please wait for a second. I'm doing.
Okay.
Yes, I got it. Excuse me, when I wrote alert bracket number1 and pressed run, it showed me none.
Was your variable name number1?
Yes.
Your variable name was number1. And can you share your screen? I'll just stop share. I'll just allow.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
This is Bhavya. When I did that alert number1 and put it on run,
Yeah.
It's showing this null.
Just
Yes, it's showing this null.
just press
After
OK.
we get
Okay. Press OK.
after we get a blank space.
press run, and then you press cancel.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you press cancel, this is its behavior. When you press cancel, null would come. But when you press OK, null would not come. If you try and press OK, null would not come.
What is the meaning of null? Why does it even come?
Null means there's no value over there. Null means no value. Empty, basically empty. So like you
So
gave
we need to do okay.
Yeah, so you gave an empty value, and you press cancel also, so it gave us null. Okay, so has everybody understood, or there are still some doubts?
I wanted to ask, do we have to press okay or cancel?
You could press anything you like, but when you press cancel, null would come because there's no
Okay.
value. Okay?
Okay.
Can we make the calculator now?
We are making the calculator. This is the part of the calculator.
No.
This is a part of the calculator. Okay, so now we have this prompt, enter a number. So we are just removing this. I'll just share screen. Share screen. So now what you have to do, we don't need this. We just did this for testing purposes. Now what we need to do, we have to give over here something like this, number. We have to give something like this. Now you must be thinking, why do we need to give this? Yeah, the question must be raising in your head. Why do you need to give this?
Yes.
Basically, you need to give this because whenever the value is saved in, you know now that we can't add strings, right? We can't add strings, the things with quotes, right? We can only add numbers, right? Yeah, so we can only add numbers. So whenever we save the value, it is being saved as a string. So it is being saved as a string. It is not being saved as a number. So to make it a number, we use this number thing. Okay, so has everybody
understood.
understood? Everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Let's continue now. Similarly, we can't add only one number, right? We don't add one number. We don't add one number. We need two numbers to add, right? So we would ask the user for another number. So we would say I'm just copying this line and then pasting it over here. The variable is number 2. Okay? And you have to do the same thing and just write enter another number. So it is asking for another number so that we could add both of these numbers. So now you see these both are numbers. These both variables are now numbers, right? These both variables value is now number. They are two numbers. So first of all, has everybody understood this?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have two numbers over here. Okay, one is number 1 and the other is number 2. Now, as a part of calculator, we need to add these. So what we would do, we would create another variable. It is added. So basically the added variable, the sum.
Please wait, I'm doing variable number 2 only.
You could just copy and paste. Okay, has everybody understood this number 1 and number 2?
Yes.
Okay, now we have a variable sum, and in this there would be the sum of these both numbers. Everybody must be knowing the meaning of sum, that is addition. So what we would do, number 1 is a number. So we would access number 1. You know how to access variables, right? We accessed it in allowed. So we are just doing number 1 plus, because we want to add them, number 2. So we are adding these both now. So these both, what is happening basically, these both numbers are being added and then they are being saved in a sum. So it is calculating the value of what is this plus this and then saving it in this variable. Okay, this container variable, that is sum. And then what we need to do, we just need to allot the sum. So now this is saving right now. I press
Can you
run.
wait a moment? We're doing it.
Okay.
I got it.
So any doubts? Just I need to ask any doubts.
No.
So now we are running. This is being run. It is saying us to enter a number. So let's enter a number 50. Then it is saying enter another number like 25. And then it is showing us the result 75. So it is adding both of these numbers and showing us the result. Look, it is such a simple thing to make a calculator. 4 lines of code and you have made a calculator.
Yeah.
So now, if you want this is just for addition right now. If you want this for subtraction, for example, how would you do this?
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Will this be saved?
yeah, this would always be saved. If you close this REPL also and come back to your account, this would be there.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is just for addition. What do you do if you want subtraction? You see this plus sign?
Can we change the sign? We make it minus.
Yeah.
Change the operator.
Yeah, both of you are correct. You have to just do this minus, or if you want to multiply, we give the star sign. If you want to divide, we will just give the slash. And it is
We want to make all operators, subtraction, multiplication, division, all of them, addition.
okay. So for that you would have to create multiple variables. So like variable sum is this, then variables subtract is equals to number 1 minus number 2. Okay, so like variable.
Can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
if we want to do plus, minus, multiplication and division one time, we'll be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm teaching you that only right now. Like, you have a variable sum, and in that there is addition. Then you have a subtract variable, and in that there is subtraction of the numbers. Then you have a variable multiplication, multiply variable, and in this you have the multiplication of both these numbers, like number 1 into number 2. So you have the multiplication of both the number. And now in the division variable, we just have the division. So division is done by this slash and number 2. So multiplication is done by this star sign and division is done by this slash sign. And then we could allot all these variables. So like I can allot sum, then I can allot then the subtract, then I can allot the multiply, and then I can allot the
I did them four. I did them all, and I'm getting it.
correct. Okay, so it's as simple as that. You have a
Can you
plus.
wait? I'm just on the fifth value.
Okay. So now if I run this, I have a 50, I have a 25. So it is showing us the addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, and the division. Once anybody has done this, I would show them the result and explain them the result.
I am just alerting.
Okay.
Same here. I'm also alerting. I'm done, Saion.
Okay, I'll just.
I'm not done.
Okay, till everybody is doing, I'm just coming in a second.
Can I press run now?
Yeah, you can press it.
Yeah, so I've come back. I'll just switch on my video. Yeah. So, has anybody done?
Sai asked me as done.
There are 2 minutes.
Gupta has done.
Okay. So now I would, let everybody do, and then I would explain the result.
Can I press run now?
If you listen to my explanation first, then it would be better. Okay, so now I'm explaining. when I press run, it is asking us for two numbers. So if I add over here 2, for example, then I add a second number, that is 2. So what is happening? This is the addition result. So 4 is coming, 2 plus 2, 4. Then this is the subtraction result, 2 minus 2 is 0. Then this is the multiplication result, 2 into 2 is 4. And then when I press OK,
Excuse me, I can't see your pop-up. We can't see it in the full meeting.
okay, so I'll just explain you. You also press run side by side. You also press run.
When I'm pressing enter, it's telling me to put a number, and then I press OK, it's telling me to put another number, and then it's giving me the answer.
Yeah, it is first giving the addition answer, then the subtraction answer, then the multiplication answer, and then the division answer. So all 4 things are
Of
covered
the
in
question that I have given.
yeah, of the question. You tried yourself.
Yeah, I tried it, and when you were teaching, I was listening, and I know the logic also.
So if anybody has any queries, so please ask.
Yes, I have one. Like after written both of the numbers, like 4 and the other number is 4 also. It's like showing this says 0. Then when I press OK, it shows this says 1. And when I press again OK, then it shows this says 16. Then when I press OK, then it disappears.
So have you not allotted the division thing?
I have.
Can you share your screen? I'm just stopping it. Yeah, you could share. You can share.
Enter a number 1.
No, you are. Oh.
3.
Yeah, so press run.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
When I am doing it, it's telling me to enter a number. Then I enter 1, and then it's telling me to enter another number. I'm entering 2, and then it's showing me. 1 second. It's showing me this. It's coming. See, Sanva, it's like 4. Then I press OK. Then the other number is 4 for me again. Then it's like 8. Then it's 0, and then it's 1, and then it's like 16.
Yeah. Ooh. It shouldn't have been 16. Because 8 into 8 is 64.
In the last, I gave multiply. So does that make any difference in the code?
No, it doesn't. But mine is correct. Why is your not correct? Let me see. Variable multiply.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Why have you given spaces before allowed? No, before.
Yeah.
No, before that also. Yeah.
I had not given spaces, but I think when I copied it. It's like moving everything back sometime. Like this.
Okay,
It's moving.
just press run now.
Excuse me. Say something.
Yeah.
4 plus 4 is 8. 4 minus 4 is 0. So
When I press one number 1 and then 2, it's showing me the answer 3, then minus 1. Then I press OK, it's showing me nothing. It disappears. Now it's okay.
No, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Now, Dwita, you share your screen. I need to see your code.
When I'm pressing run,
Yeah.
it's I know what's the mistake. In the alert, Dwita has not given multiply. She has given multiple.
Yeah, you have given multiple. I also saw that. You didn't allot the correct variable. You did multiple. You have written something. You have written the wrong spelling.
mine is coming correct.
Okay. Now, Dvita, is it solved?
Hello, Saion.
Yeah.
In my code, when I'm processing that 1 plus 2, the output is coming 12.
Yeah, because you must have not given that number thing. I said you to give the number thing above over there. Basically, it is something called concatenating. Concatenating is that like it does not really add the two numbers. It is strings. That's why it shows them together.
Acha, okay. I got. May I share my screen now?
Yeah, you can share the screen and you have to change this to number when you are saving the variables.
Listen. I am sharing my screen. If any error you found, then you may tell me.
Yeah.
I think another participant is sharing the screen. So if they stop.
Okay. Advanced sharing. Okay, now you can share.
Yes.
Yeah, so you are not given over their number. You in number 1 you give number, but in number 2 you are not giving number. So you are not.
Okay, I got my mistake.
You are not converting it to a number, basically.
Now I got my mistake. Thank you.
Welcome.
1 minute, please.
When the total answer is giving me 0.5.
In subtraction, multiplication, or what?
First is answer of addition is correct, then minus is correct, then suddenly the answer is coming 0.5.
So because division 1 divided by 2 is 0.5 only. So it's correct. One divided by 2 is 0.5 only. If you check on any professional any calculator in the world, 1 divided by 2 0.5 only. It is correct.
Okay, so if we had made the calculator and everything was okay, so can we leave?
Yeah, I would just end with something.
Simon,
Yeah. Yes.
first I processed the addition operator, but for the subtract and multiply and division, that console is showing reference error. Subtract is not defined.
Can you show me the screen?
Yes, 1 minute. Now you can see.
Yeah. So yeah, you have given allot subtract, but you have created a variable subtraction over here. Subtraction.
Please tell which line number.
Fourth, you have created the variable subtraction, but you are allotting subtract.
Okay. Now is it correct?
Yeah.
No. Now I am going to run my program. Yes, now it is showing.
Yeah. So has everybody written the code? I hope everybody has understood. Everybody.
Yes.
So thank you everybody for attending the workshop. If you like this workshop, just please give me the feedback in on the WhatsApp group. And if you want to learn JavaScript coding, HTML coding, and CSS coding, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would give the link in the workshop group only.
Saion, one thing I have to ask that now when you will be able to organize a workshop like this?
I don't know, but maybe soon.
Soon means this month only or next month?
This month maybe.
Next Sunday.
Maybe.
Okay.
Bye everybody.
Bye. Bye. Thank you for
Bye.
the workshop.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for the workshop, Sam.
Bye.